Growing up in a small outback town in Australia, the legend of the Bunyip was a story that haunted my childhood. My grandmother would tell me tales of the mythical creature, warning me never to venture too close to the swamps and billabongs at night. The Bunyip, she said, was an ancient, malevolent spirit that lurked in the murky waters, waiting to drag the unwary to their doom. Years later, as an amateur wildlife photographer, I found myself drawn back to those very places my grandmother had warned me about. It was late autumn when I decided to camp near a secluded swamp, known for its eerie atmosphere and strange sightings. I was hoping to capture some rare wildlife, but deep down, I couldn't shake the fascination with the Bunyip legend. The first night was uneventful, though the croaking of frogs and the occasional splash kept my nerves on edge. As the moon rose high, casting an ethereal glow over the water, I heard it, a low, guttural growl that sent shivers down my spine. I dismissed it as my imagination, but the feeling of being watched persisted. The next day, while exploring the dense underbrush near the swamp, I found strange tracks in the mud. They were unlike anything I'd ever seen, large and clawed, with an odd webbed pattern. A sense of foreboding washed over me, but curiosity got the better of me. I followed the tracks deeper into the swamp, the air growing thicker and more oppressive with each step. As dusk fell, the swamp took on a sinister quality. The chirping of insects and the calls of birds seemed to fade away, replaced by an eerie silence. Suddenly, the water rippled violently, and a dark shape emerged from the depths. I froze, my heart pounding in my chest. There, illuminated by the fading light, was the Bunyip. Its appearance was more terrifying than any description I'd heard. It had the body of a massive scaly beast, with long, sinewy limbs ending in webbed claws. Its eyes glowed a sickly yellow, and its maw was lined with jagged teeth. The creature let out a bone-chilling roar, and I could feel its malevolent gaze upon me. Paralyzed by fear, I barely managed to snap a few photos before the Bunyip lunged towards me. I stumbled backward, the camera slipping from my grasp as I fled. The sound of thrashing water and guttural growls echoed behind me as I ran through the swamp, branches scratching my face and hands. Reaching my campsite, I didn't stop to pack my gear. I jumped into my car and sped away, my mind reeling with terror and disbelief. It wasn't until I was miles away that I dared to look back, half expecting to see the creature chasing me. In the safety of my home, I developed the photos, my hands trembling. The images were blurry, but the silhouette of the Bunyip was unmistakable. Despite the fear that still gripped me, I knew I had to share my story, if only to warn others of the dangers lurking in the swamps. The legend of the Bunyip is no mere folktale. It is a real, living nightmare that haunts the waterways of Australia. To this day, I can still hear its roar echoing in my mind, a chilling reminder of the creature that almost claimed me. Beware the swamps and billabongs at night, for the Bunyip is always watching, waiting for its next victim.